Welcome back to your Gmail inbox. Next, let's look at the quick settings. That's going to be over here under settings. It's in the gear, just like all the other settings and all the other Google things we've ever talked about. Quick settings has three basic categories. The first one is the density. These are all preferences that you get to make and decide what works for you. Mine is left at the default because that works. I've never thought to change it. If you wanted to change it to comfortable, that's going to make it smaller, closer together. You're not going to see anything. You're not going to see any other extra things. If you get to compact, notice that makes it really compact. That makes it look like I have a lot of things I need to check. That's a little too close for me. And if I'm not mousing that carefully, I'm going to click on the wrong thing. So that's why mine is set to default. Default also lets me see any attachments. So that's the density setting. The next setting you get to look at is the inbox type. There's the default that you can get in and customize. There is important first if you train your inbox with these little important flags. There is unread first, which is what I prefer and what you see modeled on the screen. There's starred first. If you go through and star things, they'll show up at the top. There's priority inbox, which you can get in and customize and play with. And there's multiple inboxes if you want to see several accounts at the same time. So this is worth playing with and deciding what it is you want your inbox to do. If it's important first, you'll notice what that does with mine. It's anything that's got this flag, which is not necessarily what I want it to be, because I have not trained my flags very well, so that would just be a mess for me. I leave it at unread first so that if something gets sent to me, it's going to go up to the top. It's not in date order as with everything that I've ever been sent. It is just the things that I haven't read and dealt with are up here at the top. So I know when I have an email that I haven't read, it's going to be up at the top and I can deal with it. That's a question from somebody in Google Classroom. That's something within the building. That's a message from the email rep, from our yearbook rep. That's anything I haven't read shows up here up at the top, and I manage my inbox from there. If you'd rather do it some other way, or you want it all in order, or you want to train it, here's where you can get to that inbox type and decide what works for you. Under that, you've got the reading pane that you can choose how you want it to look. So mine is set with no split. I don't want the reading pane. I grew up with this default. This is what it looks like. This is what I like. If you go with the reading pane, you can get it to the right of the inbox. It's going to reload to do that on mine. And it's going to show you over here to the side any conversation that you've selected. And it's going to take up half of your space doing this. So you can do that if you want to, obviously, and you'll see the information over here with the conversations that you've selected. That would make me crazy. It doesn't work for me. You can also have the same basic effect where things are at the bottom. The conversations that you have selected will show up down here. Like this one, for example, here is that down here. Instead of it being to the side, it shows up down here, and now that's been opened. It's not in my unread information, and so this is where I would go to see it. If you like this, try it out. Enjoy. Feel free. There are no right or wrong answers. There's your preferences and you knowing that these things are here or not. Okay? So those are the three basic settings here in quick settings. We're going to dive into some more settings and seeing all of them in the next video. But here's these three. The density and how close you want things to be. The inbox type. Notice you have several to choose from. I really like unread first because it shows right up and I know what I haven't already looked at. And the reading pane view. Down here at the very bottom, the last of your quick settings is email threading. I have conversation view on. You could also turn that off. This will show up and tell you exactly what that means. This is a group of emails with the same topic that are going to go together. I have that on. You can try having it off or on and see what that does for you. Those are the quick settings. Take a minute, play around with them, change them, see what they do, see what you like, see what you don't like, and make your inbox work for you so that you have the information that you need at your fingertips. Next up, we'll dive into some of the more specific settings. Then we're going to make our own emails and schedule some things and learn some other features. But Here's the quick settings. Again, those are over here under the gear. When you're done with them, you can just click that X. There you go.